Hey, what is up guys, it's your boy Twi here. This will be a video because it's Christmas and I'd like to thank every last one of you to support me, that have been supporting me the last year. This channel grew tremendously and it might even just be the start. I want to thank you guys so much. So I got two things to address. As for the upcoming Sunday, I will be doing another speed run. The speed run will start at 8 a.m. GMT plus 1. I have to get an early start because I have another extra Christmas day that I gotta support the family with. But I need everybody's support on this speed run. I'll be running Reheat, Repine, Frey, and Neroxys for a start to just see how great these characters are. So if you guys want to see how to progress as fast as possible, make sure to tune in there. As for the second part, there is another development talk. The reason why I think this is very interesting is because we're getting another hero balance, and this time is not just a lot of characters, there's a few characters that I deem to be very useful to buff. Now Green Marie has been recently released and she was kind of lackluster. I tried her out at an A220 and as an assassin class, not being able to kill anything, she really didn't seem like much. So giving her a buff is, in my opinion, very well deserved, especially if she's called one of the primordial demons, right? Artemia is another one of those characters that kind of fell off the bandwagon with the newest characters being introduced, so they will be adding a little bit of her area of effect. Now, whether this will be good or make her good enough for what she needs to do, maybe Eclipse, maybe PvP, maybe World Boss, we might be looking at a character that can become absolutely broken. Last but not least is Shay, and here's the thing, like, she fell off the bandwagon hard. She used to be meta for everything, then Fallen Frey came along. So they will buff her to a certain extent, which will make me automatically think that she could become interesting. And here's the fun thing that they said: we have decided to make it easier to utilize Shay as well as allow multiple buff effects at the same time in order to mitigate the current issues. Now that seems that you might not have to get just a 5-star to get where she needs to be. But if you think about it clearly, if you have multiple of her buffs up at the same time, that might seem very, very interesting. Will they be getting back the cooldown reduction? If they do that, I'll be happy as hell because that will make her an absolute asset to all of my teams. Now the reason why they said they're just gonna address 3 heroes is very simple. Like, they made a very big list, 16 or 17 heroes, and they balance patched that thing into the ground. That was absolutely unnecessary, and I'd rather see them take their time balancing up and down and even tweaking numbers if necessary onto base scalability instead of just fixing or changing the skills and the gameplay of certain heroes up. So I think this is a step in the right direction, and with the high frequency that they're doing these balances in, so at that point, at least to my opinion, it is interesting to keep expecting better and better balance patches in the upcoming future. Another thing that they will do is increase the chance of obtaining a soul stone via soul judgment. But here's the thing, they already decided this like way earlier in the developer note, and they said, oh, this is gonna come out somewhere in the second update of January. So guys, save up everything when it comes to soul weapons. Don't use them just yet. So please keep that in mind, because I just blew about 10k of these mysterious fragments for no apparent reason and I didn't get anything that I wanted. Another thing that they will change is the renewal of the monthly rule book. Luckily, because this thing is heavily outdated. If I look at this login screen, nothing has to do with the new TM gear, nothing has to do with all of the soul weapons. There is so much that can be added to this to make it very interesting, also for the newer players to try and catch up. Now another thing that blows my mind is, among various content, we are looking at World Boss. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this, but this might be quite interesting. I hope that at a certain point the one hero meta will shift, because it is hella annoying to have just one damage dealer, 7 buffers beside it, and that is the only way on how you can really progress on your World Boss. Like, I don't like the way it is set up, but maybe we'll get another World Boss, maybe the 4th or something else. I don't quite know. So quite excited for that one. And another one that I would genuinely like is guild content is high up on our to-do list, and we're aiming the changes in Q1. So that is what, January, February, March, April, whatever. I hope that will be coming out soon, because right now being in a guild, it all outside of the guild conquest and the guild wars, like, it is not really that great. And one thing that needs to happen, but they've been telling us this, that they will try and get the stabilization of the client. Like, I cannot put down my LD player up and try to get it through the rest of the night hoping that I don't crash, because nowadays I even crash while doing repeat battles. It is, oh man, it really starts to take me off to a certain point. So at the end of the day, I do think it's a nice step in the right direction. I would honestly feel that if they would take it a little bit slower but higher up the frequency on doing these patches, it will keep the people interested. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you like this video, make sure to like and sub if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in the next one, and definitely in the speed run. See you guys then.